I don't know. We open up. We'll probably open up with a Malachi 1 and 4.
We up,
Esau. Are we already up? Con.
started.
Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, all glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone, who were well. Peace and salutations to all you Akim out there preaching this truth throughout the four corners of the earth with truth and sincerity in your hearts and for the love of the gospel. All right, this is the great millstone. Go, hey, go in there. This is the great millstone branch of Gary, Indiana. All right, coming to prophesy the downfall of America, week in and week out, day in and day out. All right, in various biblical prophecies. All right, without further ado, we decided this lesson is going to be topic around Esau Edom's destruction. Right, because one of the slogans that we of Great Millstones Branch Gary, Indiana, we have a slogan at the end of every camp or lesson. We said Chemotherapy 2026, coined by the brother Ayawab, but it's spiritual because chemotherapy is what? Somebody grabbed that the brother got. What is chemotherapy? You know, is what a treatment of a disease by way of radiation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
it says in Anima, chemotherapy treatment of disease by chemical substance, especially of cancer. On the Google AI, it says to destroy.
If I may, real quick before you keep going, the treatment of a disease by chemical nature. What's the chemical nature that the Lord's going to treat the disease with, man? It's nuclear destruction. Nuclear destruction after destruction is passed brings about what? Radiation. You know, because of the chemicals the chemicals that are used to make the missiles or the warheads, I'll say. You know. But the leading ones is uranium and plutonium, which are very high in radiation. Go ahead.
It says in the Google AI overview, chemotherapy uses powerful medications to destroy fast-growing cells, primarily targeting cancer. It says completely eliminating cancer cells from the body. It says killing any hidden cancer cells left behind after radiation.
Killing any cancer cells, and we're symbolically correlating Esau to the great cancer. He's the cancer that devoured the earth. He's the cancer that's completely killing everything that he touches. You know, thus saith the Lord. Thus saith the scriptures, man. Not coming out of our own mouths, and we're gonna prove it.
You want to start in Malachi 4? I mean 1 and 4, right?
Yeah, because he is the border of wickedness.
Because he can't even stay in the sun, man. You got it.
It says Malachi 1 and 4. Wait. Yeah, 1 and 4. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus says the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call.
And that's exactly what they have done. You know, when at first when Esau was in rule, right? Was the Greeks, the Romans, the Greco-Roman Empire. You know, and then he rebuilt the desolate places. He came and he conquered, right? And he rebuilt his kingdom in his fashion. But he has another agenda in which he want to rebuild this kingdom. You know, and that's the MOTB, the mark of the beast. You know, and the Lord's going to what? Throw down. Because that MOTB, that's the cancer which is going to devour all the people, you know, in the earth. So he wants to infect everybody with his ideology and his philosophy, you know. Finish that Malachi real quick.
Yes, sir. It says, thus says the Lord of hosts, they shall build and I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
And the people whom the Lord have indignation forever, which is who? Esau, Edom, man. You read about that in Obadiah, and then also in Job, also in Revelations, and in Samuel, what does it say in Samuel? It says Amalek, I shall make war with him forever. But it also said, I shall call him the border of wickedness. He's going to be the people in which wickedness starts and stops. Now, all of these other nations are wicked, but he's going to be the border of wicked. He's going to be the most wicked. The standard. Just how Israel is the elect. I should say the elect is the standard of righteousness, or they set the standard of righteousness. Esau will set the standard for wickedness. But go ahead. Whoever had precept, let them fly.
What you got?
Revelation 6:4. Straight to the point.
Says Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
And that's a great precept. Like, you got it.
Yeah, so yeah, that red horse, is representing Esau Edom. It's symbolic for Esau Edom. You know, it says he was given power to take peace from the earth. And that was one of the blessings that Isaac, gave, to Esau, you know, before he passed away, to pretty much bless him with the sword, you know, which if you keep reading down, it ends up saying it, but y'all got it.
Just the whole what do you call it? How you say when you're looking at like the appearance of something or a scene or anything like that?
A
vision?
No.
image.
Yeah, you could say image for lack of the word I'm looking for. The whole image of things here. It represents, warfare and bloodshed,
Yep. You
got it.
Continuing on, it says, and they
Aesthetic. I think aesthetic was what I was looking for. The whole aesthetic of it. Yep.
continuing on, it says, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Hey, that's the blessing that the Yahusop mentioned before. That was given unto him a great sword, man. And that sword is his blessing that he's going to devour the earth with. But hey, the scriptures say you live by the sword, thou shalt also die by the sword.
Precept.
The Lord.
I got one too.
Let him fly.
You can get yours, bro.
Oh,
And two, just to quote it, that's why, like you said, brother, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Scriptures also say that the blood, he shed this blood within his land, so basically
The
his blood's
land
got to be
cannot be
shed.
cleansed.
Yep.
Land cannot be cleansed of the blood of him who shed it, except his blood be shed.
That's it.
Yep.
And just it's
By
righteous
man's
judgment.
hands, it said, by man's hands, shall his blood be shed.
Yep.
And it's a funny thing because that fire is a cleansing agent, but we understand that the great judgment of this place is it's gonna be cleansed, but it's gonna be not uninhabitable or uninhabitable.
And why? Because judgment. Justice. I mean to say, justice. Has to be served.
Yep.
Like the word says, you shall reap what you sow. So we can't cleanse this world without destroying the one who destroyed it.
Exactly. Because thus saith the Lord, he said it should be clean dissolved. When you dissolve something, that's not there anymore. And it's gonna be clean dissolved, man. So it's gonna be clean. It's gonna be clean. It's gonna be without filth, or wickedness. But it's going
Yeah,
to
because how can the Lord uh, uh cleanse the world and bring the new heaven and new earth, and there's people that didn't pay for what they did? You know that you gonna have somebody up there with you that represents wickedness, and the people that fell by his hand are up there sitting right next to him.
Hey, real quick,
How does that look?
since the brother just said that, grab Psalms 96.
You
Well,
know that's
type in throne, and fellowship. Shall the throne of
hey,
iniquity have
blood is
fellowship
on
with
this
thee?
man's hands, man. You know, and he never paid for it. Hey, that's not a good look in the kingdom of heaven, man. So that's why the Lord said, hey, his blood must be shed.
Psalms 94 and 20.
94. I said 96. Slocky. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? States, they gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood.
I think a couple good verses up. It says who
Rise up against me, or rise up for me.
yeah who will rise up against me against the evildoer.
It says Psalms 94 and 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Who
Yep.
will stand for me against the workers of iniquity?
Like can I just said, you think this person who did evil and didn't have righteousness in his thoughts all this time is going to have fellowship in the kingdom of heaven after the Lord cleans all this place? There's not going to be no fellowship. There's going to be no fellowship. Fellowship goes into being equals or being of like minded or being like kin, being fellows. Fellows is kinsmen. We're not kin to this devil. He is our brother, but not in righteousness. He's our blood. Came from what's the name of it? It came from Isaac, but he is not he doesn't have the birthright. But that was the point. Keep on going. You have more to say, can I?
Hey, because that wouldn't be fair, man. You know, how could there be righteousness if the person never paid for what he did?
How,
Isn't the
sir?
Lord about judging the wicked?
How?
You know that's just like the same thing as being down here on earth in this wicked kingdom. You saying the Lord ain't gonna do nothing about it?
If I may add to your point, can I?
God forbid. You got it.
Yeah, that just reminds me of the scripture I believe it's in Psalms 50, going into uh pretty much roughly paraphrase and say, you thought I was one as such as one of thee, but I would pretty much set them up, right in front of you. So they thought they could get away with what they've been doing all this time. And he thought the Lord was cool with it. But the scriptures say, they further the affliction, you know, and it's
Hey,
what we brought up earlier. My bad. You got it.
nah, you got it, bro. You got it.
I'll just finish the point, just like we brought up earlier with that Revelation 6, it took peace from the earth. So it's only right that the Lord, you know, put them on charges, and then hey, we receive that justice.
Hey, all those Masons and shit. They be the ones that be you know turning a blind eye towards evil and shit. They be the ones doing all that madness, man. All right, the Lord ain't like that, man. Hey, the Lord sees evil and he judges it. You know. Hey, we have to hate what the Lord hates, man. You know. Yeah, I got it.
Before we leave out,
We still in that song, I think.
I just read Psalms 94 and 16.
y'all
I
can get
got
what y'all,
two
y'all can
things.
get what y'all at.
Yeah, appreciate it.
What you got?
Hey, get the grab. I think it's Ecclesiastes what it says. So I returned and I seen that was strength with the oppressor.
Say that again one more time.
Type in Ecclesiastes oppressor. So it says, so I returned and I seen that on the side that was power to the oppressor, something like that. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. I can't grab it. On the cut off.
Mm,
It was Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes 4:1, I think.
Read it.
uh,
It might be that. Well,
it says Ecclesiastes 4:1. So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun.
Yeah, that's
It
it. Yeah,
says,
that's
and,
it.
it says, and behold, the tears of such as were oppressed. They had no comforter, and on the side of their oppressors there was power, but they had no comforter.
So hey, we're seeing that right now, man. On the side of the oppressor, there's power. This nigga's, pretty much he's getting ready, he get away with everything he does. But in the land back on our point, hey, the Lord's gonna address that shit. Because Esau, you're not gonna be able to get away with everything. See, the Lord, what he's doing is he's allowing the devil, to build up his tab. Like the scripture said, because since it's against an evil work, it's not executed speedily. This nigga thinks he's gonna get away with what he's doing forever, but he's not knowing that the Lord is pretty much gonna set his ass up for judgment.
Yeah, because of the word says, "Hell shall meet him." You know.
Huh.
And that hell representation, of course, death. It said hell from beneath shall meet him at his coming.
Mm-hmm.
That hell from beneath is death. But death by what? By that radiation,
okay, undercut it.
that nuclear missile. Go ahead, y'all got it.
You got it, you're right. I just got to pray stuff after you.
Hey, read that one more time, just real quick. It's the first.
Ecclesiastes 4:1. It says, "So."
The title said the evils of oppression. So this nigga, he's an oppressor. He oppressed his life. As long as this nigga, you can't live with this nigga ruling. And then the crazy part about it, the nigga's finna make it even worse. Here you already oppressed. He finna just double down on the oppression. But you got it, bro.
Somebody finna double down.
Yeah, he's doubling down.
He finna double down on the oppressor. He said, "What? Hey, it's the same as Pharaoh in Egypt. What Pharaoh said? He said, I shall. What did he say? He said, I shall take away thy straw, and thy work shall not diminish."
Like the scripture
Yeah.
say, what
Bullshit.
God? It's Flocky. So it said,
You got
God heavily laid thy yoke upon the ancient. This nigga just he relentless, bro. He don't give a fuck. Cause why? Hey, the earth is giving it to the hands of the wicked. The Lord's allowing him to do these things, so he think he's just gonna get away with it. You got it, bro.
So
Says
then they was gonna have to do twice as much, to get back what they already had.
Yeah, you can read it, bro.
Ecclesiastes 4:1. It says, "So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun, and behold, the tears of such as were oppressed. And they had no comforter, and on the side of their oppressors there was power, but they had no comforter."
So who the oppressed? The Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. That's why the scriptures say what the cries of them has reached the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, the Lord of armies. So now the cries have reached the ears of the Lord. Now the Lord he's hearing the cries of really the elect, because the elect are the only ones that sign the crime. The elect only want to know they're being oppressed. That they're calling out the atrocities that this niggas is doing, man. You know, and now us calling it
Mhm.
out, the two witnesses with the testimony. Now the Lord is making a move now. Oh, what's going on? Because the Lord here in the crowd. That's what he's doing. Okay. You know, now the scriptures say what there's an inquisition. Now that there's an investigation now being made because there is a complaint. We're complaining to the heavens about what this nigga's doing. So now the Lord finna move.
Hey, it said, what it say, that back you up? It said, the souls of the righteous complaineth and to me continually. You know, the souls of the just complaineth unto me continually.
Oh,
Con.
And then in Revelations it said, take the prayers of the righteous and from the censer and cast it on the earth. Meaning like the Lord gonna vindicate for us, man. You know, the Lord is gonna execute judgment for us.
Precept.
So our prayers is not going unanswered. Just because sentence against the worker is not executed speedily, don't mean that it ain't gonna go headlong, man. You know. But that was it. That was it.
If I may get this precept to back y'all up. Title being warning against sin. I'm gonna get it in the NLT, starting at Isaiah 59 and 14. It says, "Our courts oppose the righteous, and justice is nowhere to be found. Truth stumbles in the street, and honesty has been outlawed." It says, "Yea, truth is gone, and anyone who renounces evil is attacked. The
hey,
Lord look."
if I knew- hey, in this world, you call wickedness out. People look at you like you weird. You check
Yep.
sodomy, nigga. You say anything about these fruit booties, and you ostracize. They you demonize. You this, you that. Or they call you a fruit booty yourself. Oh, you must be a
Mhm.
sodomite then, because you like what? But this is the
Reverse
world we live in.
psychology.
You always
Yeah,
talking about it or some shit.
yeah. You always talking about it. You must be gay yourself.
Hey, not only that, it be sodomites calling other niggas sodomites as a way of insult. But then you're like, ain't you a sodomite? I mean, yeah, but I'm open about it. like, it's like
Yeah,
are you trying to insult me, nigga? You are him. I
yeah,
mean, I
It's
am him. I am like
hypocrisy,
that.
man.
I am like that. But you the one trying to hide it. Like, what the fuck? Like, you trying
yeah.
to shame me for doing what you do it?
Confusion, bro. This is the world we live in. These are unreasonable people,
But
and
ball.
the reason why, because Esau, the cancer.
Yep.
These niggas been diagnosed with Edomite-itis.
Hey, what it say?
Hey,
The
go ahead.
law is slack.
Oh my
The
god.
law is slack, bro. They be giving them liberty, bro, to gather abroad. This is Esau's playground, bro. No holds bar. You could sin and do as you please. Nobody bats an eye. But
Yeah,
then when you preach righteousness, like, bro, I was just watching the Elder Mahalaya Suspiria. I brought that up because here it is. You could go out and be a fucking flame. Nobody bats an eye. You be accepted in society, but here it is. You go out in a garment, looking manly, proclaiming the names of Yahweh Shem Shai, people looking at you sideways, and you know what I'm saying, calling you out your name. It's just backwards. That's why the Lord's got to shake this bitch up. Turn this
But
bitch
yet,
right side up again. Y'all
but
got
yet,
it.
all of this shit is the main problem of why all this stuff is messed up. They're the main problems. But when you speak against it, you're the problem.
Hmm. Have I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
All right. Hey, but yet all these people attacking you and doing all this wicked shit and messing up your life and shit. They're not being looked at like that. Yeah, I got it.
Continuing on, Isaiah 59 and 15. It says, "Yea, truth is gone, and anyone who renounces evil is attacked. The Lord looked and was displeased to find there was no justice. He was amazed to see
fine.
that no Slakia.
And if I may, that's gonna happen on a larger scale now. Because first he got to accuse, and the accusation coming first, then the persecution. So he got to accuse first. Then he's going to bring about the persecution to justify him killing people. Because why? He's being called out. Only a wicked nigga will sign into law where you can't speak out against his wickedness.
Yeah, because he these people, man, bro, they're lost in their mind, man. He controls them like puppets, man. He turns their minds against us, the ones that speaking out for righteousness' sake, man. Like to
Hey,
cast the blame off of him and turn it on us.
if I may, if it remind you of that scene in Kung Fu Panda, what was what's the fucking bull? The bull, remember the bull? I forget his name.
I forgot his name. I know you're talking about the little buffalo dude. Yeah.
Yeah, but remember he'll control their minds to go fucking pretty much come
Oh,
against them. Their eyes will turn green and shit. They be
Yeah, he'll possess
possessed.
them. Yep.
Yeah, they're pretty much they turned against it. That's Esau, bro. He did this shit to them. He pretty much possessed these people's mind and trained them to pretty much go against righteousness.
Yeah,
Oh, they
he's
put them.
a manipulator.
Oh,
if I may, it said what? Woe to you that switch good for evil and evil for good, sweet for bitter and bitter for sweet. Esau Edom was the head honcho that started that, man. Well, it says he is the he's the creator of lies, roughly paraphrasing. I think that's how it goes a little bit. Pretty much he's the one that started these lies, man. He's the one that's put these things into play. He's the one that changed these laws. So he's the one that has everybody thinking these things are okay, but yet it's contrary to what the Lord has said was actually okay to be doing.
Yep, he's the father of it.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yep.
Yep. Through indoctrination and propaganda.
Mm-hmm. Continuing on, it says Isaiah 59:16. He was amazed to see that no one intervened to help the oppressed. And that's what we see now, man. Instead of people intervening to actually help the oppressed, what do? They help the oppressor. This goes right to that Psalms, man, where it says they create a tumult, right? To try to cut off Israel. All these people are in cahoots in order to keep us down and oppressed, man. Nobody wants to sit there and help us. But that's what's so beautiful about the Lord, because he's the one that's going to be the intercessor. He's the one that's going to bring down all of this wickedness, man.
Yeah.
It says he was amazed to see that no one intervened to help the oppressed. So he himself stepped in to save them with his strong arm, and his justice sustained him. Right. And we understand that strong arm is who? Yahweh Shai, man. Right. It's only a matter of time. We're waiting for all these different prophecies to pop off. And we're waiting for Esau Edom to come down like a flood. And the Lord is going to send his strong arm back in order to save his elect. I'll read to 18 and then I'll yield. It says he put on righteousness as his body armor and placed the helmet of salvation on his head. He clothed himself with a robe of vengeance and wrapped himself in a cloak of divine passion. He will repay his enemies for their evil deeds. His fury will fall on his foes. He will pay them back even to the ends of the earth. All right. And we understand that the Lord is going to be the one doing these things. It said, who is this that come back for dyed garments from Basra or Edom? Right. It's the Lord that treaded the wine press alone.
Hey, Ross said add me. I don't know what that means.
Nah, he must have left. I got to add him back to the stage.
Okay. But like you said, it said, who is this that comes from even dyed garments of Basra, man? I mean, the slaying of the Lord is going to be many.
Mm-hmm.
So I know, we opened up with the ICBM nuclear missiles is going to cleanse it. It's going to cleanse America, but we need, it's going to be another cleansing, man. We're going to cleanse the rest of the world. Hey, the Lord, man. Yahweh Shai is going to get busy too, along with the chariots, along with the angels.
All right, if I may, that's the purpose for the shit, so they can reign with us for 1,000 years. The purpose of that 1,000-year period is pretty much Yahweh Shai and the elect. Pretty much clean is going to be responsible to clean up the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Start with what? Babylon being burnt, that land of Israel being burnt up. The difference between the two, this land, America, ain't gonna never be inhabited. And then also in this process of what? Round up all the elites and these heathens and pretty much, starting the process to cleansing the earth, man.
Yep.
So you think gonna be so many bodies, gonna be burying them bodies. These heathens, man, they're gonna be cleaning up this shit, knocking that concrete. Nigga, you like I'm gonna Kana said it. Nigga, you made the mess, you gotta clean it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that 1,000-year period, Esau is gonna be utterly eradicated from the earth.
Yep. If I may, which that brings back that full circle what the elder had said earlier with the word fellowship, because that word fellowship had go into companions, meaning camaraderie and friends, right? The Lord's not going to be friends with these devils, man. It's due justice for those people who have not showed mercy. No mercy be shown unto them, right? So you're going to go into captivity, do your time, and then get gone.
Well, the scriptures say, man, the trees is gonna rejoice. That's how wicked this nigga is. Even the earth is the creation is groaning. Creation itself no. It's gonna say he pretty much Esau is gonna be pretty much. I think it's in Genesis. The earth shall not henceforth. Pretty much
Yeah,
the earth is
Yield its
productive,
fruit.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
according
the earth is
to
productive,
King.
man.
Yep.
Yeah, because what you got to do with something that's not good, you got to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to eradicate it. It serves no purpose for you, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad.
Did y'all brothers grab the one in the apocrypha where it says he's like the weed growing on every bank?
I
Mm.
don't think so.
I'm gonna try to grab that real quick. Cause you think too, uh cause them waters are like the rivers that represents the other nations, and he tries to butt his head in places where he don't belong, you know. I remember like the
Yeah.
Elder Shamari always likes to bring out, anything other than Mount Seir, than the land that he was given, it was basically stolen, bro. He's a vagabond. He lives up to his name. The Lord created this devil in perfection on a left
Yeah.
hand.
If I may, that backs what Kanai said. He fulfilled his purpose. So once he fulfilled his purpose, there's no need for him anymore within the earth. Scripture says he was like a green bay tree who spreadeth himself. And that's backing up what you said, man. He was spreading himself in everybody's business, spreading his philosophy, spreading his armies, doing all these different things. So when the Lord comes back, he's gonna destroy that man.
Neither do we keep it home.
Mm-hmm. You got it, Quibi?
Uh yeah, it's a Sirach 40 and 16. It's mighty, bro. It's one of my favorites, bro, when I first read it. Actually, you could start at yeah, you could start at 14. Actually, 13. Really 12. Really the whole chapter. You can start at 12 though. Start at 12 because this is spirit. It ties into the lesson, you know what I'm saying? Because with Esau, it goes into his whole everything that comes with him, bro, including the society, including all the injustices, the unrighteousness, all the wickedness that he breeds. You got it.
I'm gonna start at 10. I ain't
I forgot. This is
Gee,
hand on his
yeah. Like
nah,
you
'cause
said, the whole chapter.
this is all
For
hit.
time's sake, you don't got to bring everything, but the main point
Yeah.
is that 16.
Hey, throw the book at his ass.
Throw the
Just clock his ass with that bitch.
And if I may, bro, this is a direct cut to those that say that the Bible is a so-called white man book. Like this book literally condemns the devil.
hmm
Why you think he's trying to sign laws to get rid of it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It says, what's this? Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, chapter 40. I'm gonna start at 9, 20s, and 16. There's death for the bloodshed, strife, sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sake came the flood. It says, "All things that are of the earth shall turn to the earth again, and that which is of the water doeth return into the sea. All bribery and injustice shall be blotted out, but true dealing shall endure forever."
Like the scriptures say also, or the truth shall spring up. Has been so long without fruit. Loosely paraphrasing it.
Oh, just to get that
Mhm.
kind.
And now all the bribery and injustice is gonna be blotted out. Because you think in this, especially in America, you buy your way out of situations. You know, you could bribe your way up out of certain shit that you're actually guilty for, and all the injustices. Think about how many Jakes is sitting in jail in prison off minor accounts or just unmerciful judges, you know, or things that they didn't do but were accused of. Because they like to say innocent until proven guilty, but really it's the opposite. You're guilty until proven innocent. But
Con.
all that shit's gonna be blotted out. You know what I'm saying? Everything's gonna be ran in a righteous order.
Hey,
Mhm.
like you're guilty if I say you're guilty.
Yep.
Bro, because
Hey,
you
can
think
you?
even oh go ahead, bro.
You got it.
Yeah,
I was gonna make a
cause
quick
Stone
point, like
Cold says so.
because like for like a simple example, um, if you don't have, say you quote unquote run a stop sign, but you know for a fact you came to a complete stop, you know that this nigga's on your ass. But here it is, it's your word against theirs. If you don't have a GoPro or say a dash cam, it's your word against theirs.
Hmm.
And they know within themselves, like, oh, this dude, he's all right, but I'm gonna just use that as an excuse. So then what? Try to profile Jake, see if they smell any type of alcohol or
I'll make you smaller, mama.
Yeah, and
weed or
they'll
anything.
they'll sit there and shut off their body cams
Yep.
and shit so they can lie in court.
Yeah.
If I may, what they be saying? They can say that's against the law. Esau, I am the law. True. The power given in them hands to do so.
Yep.
Hey, can you read that? What it said? For whose sake? What's it? Because of the flood or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah. It says back at 10, Sirach 40 and 10, it says these things are created for the wicked, and for their sake came the flood.
Came the flood. So real quick, I got this is Wisdom of Solomon 10, and to make a quick point. And I'm starting at 3, but the point is in 4. It says, but when the unrighteous, Wisdom of Solomon 10 and 4 says 10 and 3. It says, but when the unrighteous went away from her in his anger, he perished also in the fury wherewith he murdered his brother. Speaking of Cain, it says, for whose cause the earth being drowned with the flood.
Mm.
It says again, wisdom preserved it and directed the course of the righteous in the piece of the wood of a small value. But the point was made, said, for whose cause the earth being drowned with the flood. So it's because remember the Lord flooded the earth not because the sons of God was going off, because of Cain and his descendants was in the earth too doing wickedness.
Yeah,
That's why it says
yeah,
for who
that's
called.
where it came from, man. That's where it all
Yeah,
stemmed from.
come. What the scriptures say, the ways of the righteous are excellent. No, no, no. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the ways of the wicked seducing them. You know,
Yep.
our people been seduced by this devil, man. So now they think and act like Edomites,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And it's the same reason going to bring about the flood. Them the flood this time, the fire this time.
Yep.
Where you got it? Where you go back to that?
I'm gonna jump back down to verse I read 12 again and go to 13. Sirach, Ecclesiastes, Salakia. Ecclesiastes chapter 40 and 12. It says, all bribery and injustice shall be blotted out, but true dealing shall endure forever. The goods of the unjust shall be dried up like a river, and shall vanish with noise like a great thunder in the rain. It says, while he opened his hand, he shall rejoice. So shall transgressors come to naught. The children of the ungodly shall not bring forth many branches, but are as unclean roots upon a hard rock.
Yeah,
Hey,
what
what's
it
good?
say?
You
Oh, go
got it,
ahead,
bro.
bro. You
You
probably gonna
got
say
it,
the
bro.
same things.
Oh, you got it, bro. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say like the brother Yawasop likes to bring out as well. They shall not leave them neither root nor branch.
I got that on standby.
And that this is the children of the ungodly. The ungodly is Esau Edom. We read that he's the border of or the border of wickedness. He's literally adverse to the heavenly Father, therefore making him ungodly. The acts that he does, the shit that he does, is ungodly. He'll tell you straightforward. He worships Satan, bro.
So
So he's
Nah,
not
man.
gonna bring forth many. Oh, go ahead.
No, you can finish your thought real quick.
No, he's not gonna bring forth many branches. His empire is not gonna extend anymore. You know.
I was just gonna bring out, I believe it's in the book of Wisdom of Solomon going into how, you know, pretty much the wicked saying, the righteous, is clean contrary, to them. So they're the exact opposite. They like the brother Chamario was bringing out earlier, how we're the standard, for righteousness and they're the standard for wickedness.
yep.
I got that though, Quibi.
We can grab it. I know brothers hold it. We can just finish
Let
up
me
that
finish this
last.
last verse and then I'll get that for you.
God.
16 it says, the weed growing upon every water and bank of a river shall be pulled up before all grass.
And
Hey,
that's
that's
how
Esau.
you. Yeah, it's Esau.
Yeah, you got it quite quick.
I was gonna say that's how you. Well, you have to actually pull the weed out from the root in
Yep.
order for that motherfucker not to come back. So that's what the Lord is gonna do to Esau Edom. And notice how I said upon every water and bank of a river. Again, he wants to mix and mingle upon all the nations, really to hide himself, but then tries to put all his philosophies and doctrines upon really the whole world. But the Lord's gonna pull him out,
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna uproot his ass.
uproot. Khan, that's the word.
The scripture said, because uh, as for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth has been so long without fruit shall pretty much prevail, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. So now, and he's gonna be overcome. And him being uprooted is already it started right now with this truth going out. His lies is being uprooted, and it's gonna. That's what I was gonna say. He's gonna destroy with the with his mouth and with the brightness of his coming.
Kai want Thessalonians.
Yeah, he's been Khan.
He shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, which is the prophets,
Oh,
and the
yeah,
brightness of his coming with the chariots. Oh, back the linebacker on what y'all was saying. Also in the second Ezra, the 4th chapter, it said that for the wicked seed is planted, and righteousness cannot come forth unless the wicked that is planted could be plucked up or turned upside down. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a brother, Yaquab, was talking about husbandry. When you do gardening or planting or any farm work or husbandry, you got to turn that soil upside down in order to turn them roots, break them apart, pull up the weeds, and then plant a new seed. So that seed of wickedness got to be uprooted, turned
Ooh.
upside down, destroyed for the fresh, for the truth to flourish, for a new seed to be planted.
That's
If I
mighty.
may add to your point,
God, go ahead.
it's another way to do that too as well, and it's by fire. Sometimes you gotta burn the vegetation. I forgot what the process is called, but sometimes you gotta burn
Uh,
it.
I think they call it Persian, if I'm not mistaken, because they do it over here in Miller. Every year they
Time.
burn the leaves and shit.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. And to
Hey,
make the soil fertile again, stuff like that. So you got it.
it's mighty because the serpent, he possesses the what the forbidden fruit, which is what the knowledge of wickedness. So you destroy that tree or that root to that tree, that tree can't produce no more fruit or no more. So the Lord has to destroy. He has to destroy this Edomite. So wickedness could never to produce fruit again.
Yep.
Yeah, there ain't gonna be no learning that nonsense in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Mm-hmm.
Outlawed.
If I make what came of eating that fruit? Death,
Yep.
disease. Like back to the moon. A nigga being a nigga, that nigga sick. But he made this somebody's sickness look good. Like he made it cool to be sick. You know?
Hell yeah, like the brother just said, outlawed is the wickedness gonna be outlawed in the kingdom, but in this side, Esau made it like cool to be outlaw or rebel
See,
to go
see,
against the grain. But
yeah, cause he didn't made the minds of these people sick. You know, that's why, hey, so many people, they walk around this place without good morals, man.
If I may, this links up with Isaiah 30. My bad, now you had more.
Hey, yeah, man. Hey, all these people, man, enjoy doing evil things, man. Hey, they enjoy being disrespectful. Hey, they enjoy sagging their pants and smoking marijuana, blowing smoke in somebody else's face, and destroying their health. You know what I'm saying? All because of what they want to do. They want to cause their brothers and sisters to cry and shit because they want to sleep with somebody else's wife. They want to be loud and disrespectful and shit and belligerent because they want to go grab a bottle and get drunk. And not care about how other people feel about the situation. Hey, they made people to want to do stuff like this, man. They made people comfortable with breaking the laws of God and not loving their neighbor as they would love themselves. Hey, because when people do these things to them, they don't like it. They sit there and complain about it when it happens to them, but they wonder why people complain about them. And this is a wicked world we live in, man. Like you said, man, he made the minds of these people sick, man, and they don't even think that they are. They don't think they got a problem in the world. Yeah, I got it.
hello, was that it?
Oh, that was
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Who was who else was on?
Oh, yeah, I had
They got that Ciroc. I got one. Unless y'all got something.
Nah, I ain't got
I could get mine out to you.
Get that Ciroc 10 and start at 8.
Yeah, that whole chapter. So
I want to read to the point where it says physician thought for lung disease.
It says Sirach 10 and 8. Because of unrighteousness and slack it, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
And that translation is happening right now. That's why Esau was seeing that. We're seeing the translation. Happening right now. Esau and this devil is so crazy. The Lord think this devil put in the devil mind to think that he's going to establish the NWO.
Mm-hmm.
Him starting that up is showing us, hey, our kingdom is coming. Because him doing, starting the NWO and all that shit, it's really him fulfilling prophecy. That's an indicator too that he's at his end.
Yep.
Yeah.
It says, why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, For such an one sell it's like it setteth soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels.
And that's Esau now. What it says, Hebrews 12:16, lest there be any fornicator or profane person of Esau, for he made for woman for his soul's birthright. So this nigga, bro, the Lord, he say, covetous man. He's the wicked. You want everything. You want your soul.
Uh, hey, because he was first to sell his soul for earthly things.
Mm-hmm.
And, and he expects the same out of you.
That's a sick mind right there. To give away your inheritance, some uncooked fucking chili. That's a sick person. And now that nigga run the earth.
You know how you'd say, I wouldn't want this for my worst enemy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, but he didn't did this shit. But yeah, he wants that same thing that he doesn't want for you.
Yep.
This dude is a monster, bro. Hey, he there's something that he doesn't want happen to himself, but he wishes the same of evil upon you though. 'Cause he wants your soul.
It's a lack of dignity. There's no class, no elegance, no dignity, no honor. He's a vile person for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
He's a coward. He want to put you through things he himself don't want to go through.
I said cast away his vows, his integrity,
Yep.
his morals. And our people have developed the same mindset. That's why Jacob bent over for a record deal
Absolutely.
or
And
be a
that's why,
contractor.
everything we do to this man is going to be justified.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, because we've been through it already. Hey, but we've been through it. Hey, the Lord put us through it to learn, and be better, servants, and become kings and gods in the kingdom of heaven, man. Hey, so he's gonna get his chance to learn as well,
Mhm.
right before he gets his ass burnt up and extinguished.
Uh, that's more that okay.
Yeah. Sirach 10 and 10, it says, the physician cutteth off a long disease. And he that today a king, tomorrow shall die.
That long disease, Esau. He's a
Yep.
long disease. The Lord gonna cut his ass off. What scripture could say, he's a forger of lies and a physician of no value.
Of no value, God.
This nigga is unviable. He brings no value to life.
Hmm.
The Edomite man, woman, and child brings absolutely no value to life. When you even look at the other heathen nations, although they beneath us, they got that gift. Like
They
Moab,
got their
when it come,
they got their customs, their practices. Yeah.
yeah, in Moab, like when it comes to engineering, not give it to them damn goops. They good at that shit.
Well, look at how they run their kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
You know, look at how they run their kingdom. Now, of course, it's in wickedness, but they keep their streets clean. It's safe. They ain't got no gun violence. People don't get shot in the streets. You know what I'm saying? But it's actually trending on social media that they say they look at American baggage claim versus Japanese baggage claim. But they even wave at the passengers as they leave. They bow. They real humble. They highly esteem honor.
Yep.
Even back in the 14th century with the samurai.
Mm-hmm.
But look at the Edomite customs. Always cutthroat, robbery, murder,
Yeah.
pillage. rapes.
Right, snipings and shit.
Yep, he's a cancer.
Oh boy.
There's nothing elegant to behold him. Nothing. Not a way. Even what do you call those? Elam. Elam. You got the belly dancing. You know what I'm saying? You got they always dripped in gold. They elegant to look upon.
Okay. They
But
good at agriculture too, like agriculture.
yeah,
Them
and they
Elon, they
discipline
good
it.
there.
When it comes to their religion, they discipline it. Look at not Gandhi. Yeah, it was another one. The statue they built out there. But go ahead. I was
Buddha,
about to say
whatever.
you're.
A
How
Buddha?
many? How many?
Nah,
How
it's not
many?
Buddha. Go ahead. Go
How,
ahead.
how many people did the police have to kill before they finally got body cams?
I know, right?
How
God.
many? Innocent. Well, I won't say innocent, but how many? You know, people did they have to kill? For no reason whatsoever before they got body cams, man.
Yeah.
Hey, killing Judah out there in the streets like that, man. People that wasn't, doing nothing at the time, bro. That wasn't resisting arrest. That wasn't, uh, uh, um,
Non-compliant.
being, yeah, throw out it, bro. Being, com- not being compliant. You know, people was complying with these orders and shit, man, and they still got killed. Hey, this what tells you, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the wickedness of this kingdom, man.
Yeah, scripture say if he do it good, he do it unknowingly, man.
I know him, bro.
That nigga do some. He can't sleep. He cause something to fall.
They'll sit there and lie right in front of your face.
Yep. And feel good that they got away with it. Got his ass.
And
Got
when
him.
they do it, the officer, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the one that did the shootings, hey, they just get a vacation, man. They give them a vacation for a while, man, and then they could come back and do the same shit all over again,
With pay.
Yep.
and with pay, right?
Paid leave, and they get promoted on a different squad. They get
Yep,
transferred.
yep. Hey, because they got a bad reputation in one place, so they just put them in another spot
Yep.
Yep.
where nobody really knows them like that at.
Besides the lawyers.
Hey,
Then they start causing havoc out there in that county where they're at, man. And then they do it over again. They start getting a bad name out there. And then people go up and look up their names and then find out this nigga was in this county doing this shit over here. Okay, no wonder why he was fucking bothering us and shit. This nigga got a rap sheet.
Got a rap sheet.
Shout out the Wild West.
God.
Like we said, man, the Lord just allowing them to build up that tab.
hey, if I may, can you read verse 10 again?
It says Ecclesiasticus 10 and 10, the book of Sirach. Says the physician cutteth off a long disease. He that today a king, tomorrow shall die.
And who's that physician? Yahweh Shai. The scripture say, and the Lord's coming back with healing in his wings. You know, part of healing somebody is what? Cutting out the disease.
Yep.
So it's gonna start with us getting this new body, those new bodies. Because one thing, this devil, he's Esau, he's death, so he has the ability to corrupt anything. See, one thing he can't corrupt is his truth, and that's what got him mad. Because this truth is going to lead to us being what? Being immortal.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't corrupt. Remember, Yahweh Shai got what? Victory over death. And Esau's he's the epitome of death. He's the harbinger of death.
So think about it, brother. Everything Yahweh Shah got on on the right hand side, Esau won on the left. So he
Yeah.
won a victory over death too. But he just won it through evil means, carnal means. That's why he's trying to merge man and technology. Look at that movie, that show, Altered Carbon. He want to make backup disk of his consciousness. So he ain't gotta go. He ain't gotta go the righteous route.
Facts.
So he want to conquer death wickedly, which ain't even a race. It ain't even a such thing. But he gonna try to search that shit out.
He can't conquer death because he is death.
He is death. Exactly. You can't even conquer your
Yeah.
death.
You're deaf, nigga. You can't use you're designed
Hey,
to just
cause like
destruction. You ain't gonna never get immortal life.
Nigga
it
running away
says,
from
death,
himself.
death, and hell shall be cast into the lake of fire. You know, so all these elites that's causing this madness, you know, causing all this destruction and hell upon what they call the peasants of the world. You know, because they're sitting on top in the high seat as the kings.
Mhm.
It should, hey, they gonna be thrown into that lake of fire, man.
If I know
Hey,
that's like, bro, like Smart was saying, bro, like who you are, you trying to claim immortality. But like I'm gonna Elias Shemar said, like, nigga, you don't even know how to live on the earth. How you try to live forever when you don't even know how to live?
Mm-hmm.
You
yeah,
boasting in
because
immortality, but
corruption, something that's corrupt can't live forever.
Mhm.
It has no, you know, like we said, no value to life in it.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody got anything else?
No, sir.
Mm-mm.
I think the point was made. If it wasn't, then go ahead and get your precept. But if it was, then until next time, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying through the strength and the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Until next time, we're going to say Shalom. Abba, Baba.
Shalom.
Shalom. Baba ball.
Blah.
2026.
Chemotherapy 2026.
So.
Soon.
Soon. Soon. Soon.
So.